Kyrie, it's been a long trip, 5 games, 10 days. Did you feel it out there?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. I mean, human, just like the rest of my teammates. So, 10 days on the road, definitely feeling his last game. We wanted to get this one really bad, but we just didn't do enough on the offensive end and defensive end, and it showed tonight. They made some adjustments from the last game that we played them. Steph was out there playing. Clay was starting. So they made a few changes, and it felt like a kind of a playoff atmosphere tonight as well, the way we were going back and forth, and just some of the chess moves that they were making. And Steph and Clay didn't play particularly well tonight on the offensive end, but a lot of the other guys got going. So I think that was the tail of the game today. The other guys got going, and they made timely shots and got timely stops.
Tough to lose Lively kind of suddenly like that. How do you think you guys will be able to kind of regroup? And I don't know how long you'll have to play without him, but
yeah,
how will that process be?
Just got to do the best we can. Yeah.
What are the challenges that Draymond Green poses a team as a short roller, and then also his defensive versatility?
He's always mucking the game up. That's always been Dre's personality, and that's not just like on the physical end. It's just on the IQ. He has a very, very high IQ. He's been a winner for a large portion of his NBA career. So he garners the respect of a lot of his peers. And when he's going against guys that are a little bit more athletic, he uses his brain a little bit more. And then if he's going against smaller guys, he uses physicality. So he knows how to play kind of the in-between game on the defensive end. And then offensively, he makes those guys' jobs a lot easier, just putting the ball in the right spot. I think the difference between someone getting a great pass, between getting a good pass. I think he's mastered giving those guys great passes and mastered hitting them in their shot pockets. So easier shots. Great screener too.
Kyrie, what does that say about you guys? You were down by 11 points with a little bit over 7 minutes to go, but 3 minutes later the game was tied.
Yeah, I don't ever feel like we're out of any game, especially how powerful we are offensively. We got a lot of great looks in that fourth quarter. Just didn't hit them tonight. So we look forward to playing them again in the next 2 games, and seeing where we match up then.
It seems like their bench got the best of you guys tonight. Is that the way you saw it?
I guess you could use those words. I wouldn't particularly use those words, but if that's the way you want to describe it, then I guess I could agree. They did the little things tonight. So it was a collective effort from them to get this win. And they know they needed to do all the little things in order to beat us. And I think that's the telltale sign that we're becoming an even better team, because you got to really beat us down to the ground until, the zeros are on the court, on the clock. And that's the way you should want it as a competitor.
Hi, Kyrie. Before the game, Coach Kidd was talking about the chemistry and trust that you and Luka built all the way back in training camp, and how that kind of set the tone for this team. How do you think your relationship with Luka has evolved throughout the season, both on and off the court?
Man, it's been a while since I got that question. Man, it's been a fun ride so far. It's been a great learning experience since the beginning of the season. We were in Abu Dhabi and Madrid. Got a chance to see where Luka pretty much played a lot of his younger years and where he developed as a professional. And I think those trips are needed for teams that are new and around each other. So we got a chance to spend some time as not just as a duo like me and Luka, but a lot of us spent time together as teammates, and that really helped us get to know one another off the court, tell our stories to one another, have a lot of good laughs, have a few good drinks when some of us were still drinking, and just enjoying the kind of the NBA life as being a brother, being a peer to some of the greatest players in the world. So outstanding of that, it's been fun to see him mature and grow as a basketball player. I knew he was special before I got here, but being up close and seeing it every day, you don't take it for granted. And you see somebody like that comes in the history of the NBA or the history of basketball and is doing some remarkable things. So for me as an older player now, I just don't take those moments for granted when I get to play against play with some of the special players in the world, and Luka's one of them.
Oh, sorry. One last one. What were your overall takeaways from the road trip, considering you guys won some big games in tough situations?
It was a great road trip. I'm trying my best to let my ego, perfectionist side, seep in right here and say, well, I wish, we should have gone 5-0. But we're not seeking perfection. We're seeking incremental progress and being able to be tested in situations like this so we could be prepared for the playoffs. That's how I see it. So this road trip was definitely great. Learned a lot about each other, and I think we made up for some of the other games that we had on the previous road trip where we let our guard down or we were in the game, going into the fourth quarter, but we were down maybe 8 to 12 points and we had to make a comeback. So we need games like that to get in better conditioning, number one, and then also be mentally and physically, spiritually prepared, emotionally prepared as well.